You may be seated. We continue on page 116 with Psalm 136 to the tune of the Portuguese Shirat Hayam. O do Adonai Kitov Ki leolam chasto. O do Elohei ha'elohim Ki leolam chasto. O do Adonai ha'adonim Ki leolam chasto. Yai lai 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 lai. La 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 la. No take lechem lechol basar. Ki leolam chasto. Odu la'el hashamayim. Ki leolam chasto. We'll take a moment for those of you who have a need or desire to say Kaddish to rise as we join on page 121 in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah. Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'alam u'omei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemeda kudisha v'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. We turn to Psalm 150, page 141, which I'm turning to right now at this very moment. If you're watching on live stream, I expect you to harmonize. Hallelujah, El Ben Kocho. Hallelujah, Birkia Uzo. Hallelujah, Vigurota. Hallelujah, Kerogudla. Hallelujah, Bitika Shofar. Hallelujah, never let's hear it. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah, betofu machol. Hallelujah, beminim ve'ugav. Hallelujah, betzilzelei shama. Hallelujah, betzilzelei truma. Kolan shama tehallelujah. Kolan shama tehallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We rise, page 143, Oziva Zimrat Yah, third line from the left. Ozi Vezimrat Yah, Vayehi Lishua. Ozi Bezimrat Yah, Vayehi Lishua. Ozi Bezimrat Yah, Vayehi Lishua. Ozi Vezimrat Yah, Vayehi Lishua. Adonai Yimloch Leolam Va'ed. Adonai Yimloch Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated.
Welcome, everybody. Chag Sameach. I thought I'd put a little background to have us feel at peace. This is the morning Shachri time when the sun is just sort of rising and giving us a beautiful sense of the beginning of anticipation. We do have a minyan, even though we just have a couple people on our Zoom. We actually have more people who are on the watching us on the live streaming. So Chag Sameach, we hope you enjoyed your second Seder and how wonderful it was, and hopefully you found additional meaning in there. We just finished Shirat Hayam. We're going to talk a lot more about that on the seventh day, because that's going to be our Torah reading, and that's the day in which traditionally the Israelites march through the sea. And the rabbis, of course, they place a lot about the human initiation of the miracles. In this case, many of you may know the Midrash that says that Moses stood at the sea and held out his hand, the rod, and nothing happened until Nachshon ben Aminadab jumped into the water, an act of faith, human initiation that helped the waters part. We welcomed Elijah, and Elijah is about the sense of hope. We've talked about that. It's a great story about the Baal Shem Tov and Elijah. And it's the Baal Shem Tov, one of his students comes to him. And for months, he had imploring him, he wanted to experience and meet Elijah. But one condition, the Rebbe said that he'd have to carry out his instructions to the letter, and he couldn't ask any questions about the instructions, but he just had to do everything if he really wanted to see Elijah. And so it was right before Passover. He says, the Baal Shem Tov, I want you to fill up 9 boxes with large quantities of food and fish and meat and matzah wine and everything you need for a Seder and for some days of Passover. And then the day before Passover, I want you to travel to a neighboring town. At the outskirts of that town, you're going to find a dilapidated house all by itself. And I just want you to go and to knock on that door, and you're going to find Elijah there. And just ask them if they'll put you up for the holiday of Passover. That's all you have to do, and you'll meet Elijah. With enthusiasm, the disciple followed all the instructions of the Baal Shem Tov. He purchased all the food and the drink, and he packed it up, and he took it with him. He knocked on the door. The woman of the house, she opened it up and asked if he could stay with them for a holiday. And she said, "How can I welcome you when I don't have any food in the house? We're a very poor family." "Well, I happen to have plenty of food here with me," he said. "I have enough food for all of us." The woman couldn't believe her ears. He welcomed him into the home, introduced him to the whole family. They gave him a bed to sleep in, and they were able to celebrate together. They danced around him, and they set the table for Passover. It was the happiest home you could ever see. And so they observed Passover, the days together, and he kept waiting for Elijah to appear. During the Seder, they opened the door, but no Elijah. He just wouldn't show up. After the days of the festival, the 2 first days, he went back to the Baal Shem Tov and he complained, "I was in that house for 2 days. I didn't see Elijah. Why? Why did you disappoint me? Did you do everything I told you?" asked the Baal Shem Tov. "Yes, I did." "You didn't see him?" "No." "In that case," the Baal Shem Tov said, "go back to the house for the last days of the holiday, but this time remain outside, just stand near the window listening." The Chassid wondered about the meaning of the strange instruction, but he followed the orders of the Rebbe. He went back to the house. He stood near the window. Inside, he heard the following conversation taking place between the wife and the husband. "Sarah," the husband was saying, where will we get the food for the last days of the holiday? I'm so concerned." To which his wife responded, "Why are you worried, Yankel? Didn't you see how God sent us Elijah during the first days of Passover with all the packages of food? He came in and danced with us. Surely God will send Elijah again for the last days of Passover." Suddenly, the man understood what the Baal Shem Tov was telling him. You want to see Elijah? Don't look for him elsewhere. Don't look in the heavens, but look him in the holiness of people. Look him in the actions that we initiate in our own lives. And that's what the Baal Shem Tov taught his disciple about Elijah coming. We transition in our service now. Once that we have warmed ourselves up, hopefully, perhaps we'll even experience Elijah in the world itself in this moment. Let's continue now, please, with Ha'el B'Tatsumot on page 147.
Ha'el b'tatsumot uzecha, hagadol b'kvod shemecha, hagibor lanetzach, v'hanora benorotecha, HaMelech HaYoshev Al Kisei Ram V'Nisa Shochen Ad Marom V'Kadosh Shemo V'Chatuv Ranenu Tzadikim B'Adonai Lai Sharim Nava Tehila. We continue, page 148, Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadav Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah B'yamad Yivrach Cherutei V'yamlich Malchutei V'chayechon V'yamachon V'chayechu B'it Yisrael B'hagala U'vizman Kariv V'imeru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam Me'amaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudisha v'richu le'ela min kol v'rata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran ve'ama v'imeru amen. We rise for Baruch Hu, page 149. Ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Baruch Adonai Hamivorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach le'olam va'ed. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Ya la la la. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uborei choshen, oseh shalom uborei et hakol. We continue, Or Chadash, page 153. Or Chadash al Zion Ta'ir, Or Chadash al Zion Ta'ir, V'nizkechu lanu me'era le'oro, ay, 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 Or Chadash al Zion Ta'ir, Or Chadash al Zion Ta'ir, V'nizkechu lanu me'era le'oro, Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMe'orot. We continue, page 154, Ahava Rabbah. Ahava Rabbah Tanu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'emlachto l'aviteira, V'amalta aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Ba'avur avoteinu, shebatku lecha, Avinu Malkeinu. V'talamdem chukei chayim, ken tichonenu l'tamdenu, Avinu ha'am ha'rachman, ha'merachem rachem aleinu. V'ten b'libenu lehavin, ul'haskil lishmoa, v'ilmod u'lelamed, lishmor v'lasot. U'lekayem et kol divrei Talmud Toratecha be'ahava, ve'ha'ereinu b'toratecha, v'daber libeinu b'mitzvotecha, ve'yachet levaveinu We take the four corners of our fringes, we bring them together, placing them close to our hearts, and we join together with Vahavienu. Vahavienu, Shalom. May our makan von haaretz v'tolidenu k'miut le'artzenu v'tolidenu k'miut le'artzenu ki el poel Yeshuotata Baruch atah Adonai, Abocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lebavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadivarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam Al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. We continue davening on the first paragraph, page 156. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael ve'amarta alehem ve'asu lahem tzitzit al kanfei vigdehem ledorotam v'natnu al tzitzit hakanaf betil techelet V'haya lachem letzitzit uritem oto uzachartem et kol mitzvot Adonai va'asitem otam v'lo taturu acharei levavchem va'acharei einechem Asher atem zonim acharehem leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem. Amen. We turn to Michamocha as we think about our path from slavery to freedom. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot oseh velech, shira chadasha shivchu geulim, L'shimcha asvatayam, yachad kulam. Hodu v'himlichu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Lai la lai, lai la lai, lai 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 lai, ya la 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 lai lai, ya la 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 lai, ya la 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 lai 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 lai, ya la 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 lai lai, ya la 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 lai, ya la 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 lai 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 lai. Sur Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, Ufedechenu mecha, Yehuda be'Yisrael. Go aleinu Adonai tzavaot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch ata Adonai. We continue with the Festival Amidah found on page 306. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot, Umevi Goel Ibnei V'nehem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Ufoked Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Ufoked Sarah, Atagi Bor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayim Etim Ata, Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayim Etim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimitu Mechayeh, Umatzmi Ach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Lahachayot Metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaMetim.
מקדש שמך בעולם כדים רק שימוש מרוב, הכתוב היה רביעך, וקרא זה אל ואמר.
Nekadesh Shimcha B'olam Kishem Shemakdishim Ato B'Shmei Marom, Kakatuv Yad Nevi'echa V'kara Ze El Ze Ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Melocho haaretz kevodo.
אז בכל רעש גדול, עיר חזק משמיעים לו,
אז בכל רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק משמיעים קול, מתנשאים לעומת צרפים, לעומתם ברוך יאמרו, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ממקומך מלכנו, תופיע, ותמלוך עלינו, ותמלוך עלינו, כי מחכים אנחנו לך. איי, 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 מתי תמלוך בציון, בקרוב בימינו, בקרוב בימינו. He continues silently with the words from the Siddur or the words from our hearts. Oh, say shalom b'mrama. Oh, yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
We continue in our service with the Hallel service. So this was parts we sang last night during the Seder of Hallel as well. I mentioned yesterday that it's only on the first 2 days of Passover that we recite the full Hallel, represented by the fact that joy was diminished in Egypt because of the suffering of Egyptians and others. And so we just want to be cognizant of the suffering of others. That's certainly at this moment, we are cognizant of that, whether it is the people in the hospital suffering from the COVID-19, people who put their lives at risk on the front lines of taking care of us. We're aware that joy is diminished. So we're going to begin with the Hallel service. And by the way, it's so nice to have you join us. Some of you are on Zoom. Others of you are watching us by Aliyah Live. And there's a number of households there. We're actually a larger community. So either way you want to, either by Zoom or by the Aliyah Live Zoom broadcast. We're going to begin the Hallel, page 316 if you're following in the Lev Shalem prayer book. If not, you can find it in your prayer book for the Hallel. We rise for the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likro et ha'halel.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likro ha'halel.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, Adonai. Hallelujah, Adonai. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Ikile afarta me'ashkari me'ya. Lo shivi ikile amo. Lo shivi akere tapai. Ebabanim shmecha. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. We invite you to play any instrument you have to enjoy and share in the joy of the Hallel. B'tzeit Yisrael. B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. Hayta Yehuda Litzot Yisrael, Hamshelotav. Hayam Ra'am Hayanos, Hayarden Yisov Amor. B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. Elohim, Rakelu, Elohim, Yevahu, Yimekzon, Malechayam, Titadus, Hayadeh, Tisod, Amor, B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. Harim, Tiveni, Yevaud, Yimekzon, V'nifnei Adon, V'yaretz, Elo Yaakov. B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Bet Yaakov, Be'amdo. Hatzora Yamayim, Alamim Shleman Yomayim. Hatzora Yamayim, Alamim Shleman Yomayim. B'tzeit Yisrael, B'tzeit Yisrael, Mitzrayim, Lolanu, page 317. Lolanu, Adonai. Belahem, Belahem, Osnaim lahem velo yishmau, af lahem velo yilchu. Yisrael b'chaf Adonai, Ezra v'Madina. Yisrael b'chaf Adonai, Ezra v'Madina. Yisrael, 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 b'chaf Adonai. Yisrael, 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 Ezra v'Madina. Hey, 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 Adonai, Ezra v'Madina. Yisrael, 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 b'chaf Adonai. Yisrael, 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 Ezra v'Madina. Adonai Zecharanu Yevarech, Yevarech et Beit Yisrael, Yevarech et Beit Yaakov, Yevarech Yireh Adonai, Adonai Adonai. Page 318, top of the page. Et alechi shema Adonai et kol yitzchakei. Et alech lifnei Adonai be'artzot ha'chayim. Emarti ki adaber, ani aniti מאוד. אני אמרתי בחופשי, כל האדם, כל זה. משיב לאדוני כל תמלוגי עליי, כל ששועות הסוף בשם אדוני אני יברך. נדרי לאדוני אשלם נגדנה לכל עמו, בחצרות בית אדוני בתוככי ירושלים. הללויה. הללו את אדוני We continue silently through page 320. Page 321. We continue with our brothers and sisters in Africa. Hallelujah! 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 Ilchana et vehudot, v'neshimchana et yisahamer. Hallelujah, 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 Baruch atah Adonai Melech mehulal Batishbacho. We continue on page 321 with a Kaddish Shalem. Yitgal Yigala Shemei Rabba Ve'amad Yivrach Yirutei Ve'yamlech Malchutei V'chayechon V'chon V'chayechon Beit Yisrael V'agalau Zman Karim V'yimeru Amen Yehesh Me'Rabba Me'ora Le'alam Le'almei Olaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitfa'ar V'shaman V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei V'kudesha Richu Le'ela Min Kol B'katav Shiratat Shmuchat V'nechamata Damiran V'alma V'yimeru Amen Gabal Tzloton Udhon L'chol Beit Yisrael Kodom Shmaya V'yimeru Amen Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Eloheinu V'kol Yisrael V'yimeru Amen Oseh Shalom Im Rabav Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yimeru Amen.
Yasher Koach to Hazan Stein. That was so fun and so beautiful. We continue our Torah service on page 322. Don't sit down yet. Remain standing. Ki mitzion ditzei Torah Baranai miYerushalayim. Ki mitzion ditzei Torah Baranai miYerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. B'kedushato Yitzion Tetzei Torah Baranai miYerushalayim. Yitzion Tetzei Torah Baranai miYerushalayim. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum V'Chanun, Erech Apayim, V'Rav Chesed V'Emet, Notzer Chesed L'Alafim, Nosei Avon V'Fesha V'Chata V'Nakeh. Bottom of the page on page 323. Ba'ani tefilati, tefilati, lecha Adonai, et ratson Elohim. Elohim, Berol Chastecha, Aneni, Aneni, Be'emet Ishecha.
Chag Sameach. We are now entering our Torah service. For those of you who are on Zoom and can see all of our different screens, you might see Rabbi Vogel there. Even looked like he was opening the ark in the background of the sanctuary. He even has something that looks like a Torah there, and I don't know. He can tell us what he has there. But we're beginning our Torah service now. We're going to be reading from the book of Leviticus today. And if you're following along in the Eitz Chaim Chumash, you can find the first Torah reading on page 724. And otherwise, it's Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And as we've been doing, we'll recite a blessing together since we will be learning Torah together this morning. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta lehem moadei Adonai asher tikra'u otam mikra e kodesh elehei moadai sheshet yamim te'aseh melacha Uvayom Hashvi'i Shabbaton Mikra Kodesh Kol Melacha Lo Ta'asu Shabbat Hi L'Adonai Bechol Moshevotechem Ele Moadei Adonai Mikra'ei Kodesh Asher Tikra'u Otam B'Moadam B'chodesh harishon be'arba'a asar lachodesh ben ha'arba'im Pesach l'Adonai u'v'chamisha asar yom lachodesh hazeh Chag hamatzot l'Adonai Shiv'at yamim matzot tochelu Bayom harishon mikra Kodesh yelachem kol melechet avodah lo ta'asu v'hikravtem ishe l'Adonai shivat yamim bayom hashvi'i mikra kodesh kol melechet avodah lo ta'asu.
We're going to take a moment for a prayer for healing and strength, the Rifa'enu prayer composed by our own Chazan Stein. And if you know the words, we want you to join along at home. Sense that we offer blessings and prayers of strength and comfort, healing for all those afflicted by the COVID-19, those who are ill in our community, whatever they are fighting with. We send them prayers of strength and healing. Let us join together, Chazan.
Rifa'enu Adonai b'nei Raphael. God, only you can bring true healing, and so we pray. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei Chonei Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Shekhinah, restores our loved ones, heal our people speedily in our day. Renovar, amen. Rifa'enu Adonai b'nei Raphael. God, only you can bring true healing, And so we pray, Baruch atah Adonai, Rovei Chodei Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Shekhinah, restores our loved ones, heal our people speedily in our day. And let us say, Amen.
The next Aliyah will continue. If you're following in the Ar Chumash, page 725, verse 9. If you're in a different Bible or Torah text, it's Leviticus 23, verse 9.
Vayidaber Adonai al Moshe lemor, daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta alehem, ki tavo'u el haaretz asher ani noten lachem, uksartem et kitzira, v'havetem et omer, reshit kitzirachem el hakohen, Beheniv et haomer lifnei Adonai lirtzonechem mimachorat hashabbat yinifenu hakohen va'asitem biyom hanifechem et haomer keves tamim ben shinato le'olah l'Adonai Uminchato Shnei Esronim Solet Bilulav Hashemen Yishel Adonai Reach Nichoach V'nisko Yayin Revi'it Hahin V'lechem V'kali V'charmel Lo Tochelu Ad Etzem Hayom Hazeh Ad Haviachem Et Korban Elohechem Chukat Olam V'Dorotechem B'chol Moshevotechem.
So I thought we'd take this opportunity while we have people actually joining us on Zoom. I know we have lots of people joining us by live stream as well, but for those who are joining us by Zoom, I see we have Natalie and Jerry and Phil and Debbie and Alicia, and obviously our clergy. And for anyone else who joins us, I wanted to take this opportunity to learn a little midrash together and to see if you guys would participate a little. So I'm hoping you'll join us for this part of the conversation. And I thought we would take this opportunity to examine the story of the burning bush, because to me it's such an interesting part of the Passover story. And I want to talk about two questions. One is, why did God choose Moses? Of all people, why is Moses the one who's chosen to be the leader, the redeemer of the Israelite people? And two, why did God choose to appear in a burning bush? So before we look at any midrash on these questions, I want to hear your thoughts first. We're going to start with the first question first. Why Moses? So feel free for any of you, unmute yourself if you have any thoughts. Why do you think Moses is the one God chose? Jerry?
He fits. He fits both in with the Egyptians and with the Israelites, and he's unique in that position.
Okay, he fits in. So he's unique in that he's an Israelite. So he's obviously going to be motivated to help the Israelites be freed. But he's also an Egyptian. He also has this inside knowledge of Egyptian society and how the Egyptian government works that no other Israelite has to be able to actually facilitate the Exodus. Definitely. Any other reasons why Moses? All right, well, let's see what the Midrash says. So I'm going to share my screen here with you. We're going to look at two Midrashim. And let's see. Okay. All right, can you all see my screen here? Okay, so the first source we're looking at, these are both sources from Exodus Rabbah, commentary on the book of Exodus. And this first text says, unless, is there anyone who wants to actually read? Anyone who's on? Natalie, would you like to read this text in the English? Oh, let's see, can we unmute you? Go ahead.
Our teachers have said, once while Moses, our teacher, was tending his father-in-law Yitro's sheep, one of the sheep ran away. Moses ran after it until it reached a small shaded place. There the lamb came across a pool and began to drink. As Moses approached the lamb, he said, I did not know you ran away because you were thirsty. You are so exhausted. He then put the lamb on his shoulders and carried him back. The Holy Blessed One said, since you tend the sheep of human beings with such overwhelming love, by your life I swear you shall be the shepherd of my sheep, Israel.
Great. So this Midrash actually gives us an alternative explanation. I think, Jerry, what you said, that's what comes to mind for me first, too. That of course, Moses is the one who fits. He has the inside knowledge of the Israelites and of the Egyptians, but this is a different explanation. This tells us it's not because of his position. It's not because of his knowledge. It's because actually, what does this Midrash say? What is the number one most important quality of a leader, according to this Midrash? Natalie? Oh, let's unmute you. Natalie? Sorry, say it again. I think you were muted.
Compassion.
Compassion, exactly. Compassion, love, this ability or desire to understand the other's needs and not just understand them, but prioritize them, right? Understanding that, well, the lamb or the sheep was thirsty. So of course we have to put you on my shoulders, carry you, make sure you get the water you need. This show of compassion by Moses, and presumably Moses is in the desert here. It's not like anybody is watching, or so he thinks, but God is watching. God determines that this is a compassionate person. This is someone who's going to lead the Israelite people with compassion, with overwhelming love. And so for this particular Midrash, the answer to why Moses, compassion. All right, we're going to examine one other Midrash. Before we do, I want to hear what your thoughts are. The second question was, why did God choose to appear to Moses in a burning bush? Like, why the burning bush? Why that symbol? Natalie?
It certainly got his attention.
It got his attention. It certainly got his attention. If you're wandering through the desert and you're seeing sand and you're seeing cacti, right? It is going to get your attention to see a bush that is burning and that is, on fire. Absolutely. Well, any other reasons? Why a burning bush? Why was that the symbol chosen by God to appear to Moses in?
Well, because
Jerry.
it didn't get consumed. It was a first miracle that Moses had witnessed himself.
Okay, so this is a miracle, and if you think about it, God wants Moses to believe in God, right? And so you have to show Moses a miracle up front. Say, look, I'm real. And so maybe the burning bush was God's way of showing, look, I can perform miracles. Look at me. I'm creating this bush that's on fire, but is not being consumed by the fire. You've never seen anything like this before. You know it's miraculous. So I must be real. I like that. All right, let's look and see what the Midrash has to say here. Share my screen again. Okay. We're now a little bit later into Exodus Rabbah. Does anyone want to read this in English? Oh, Natalie, great. Let's unmute you. Okay, great.
And why did the Holy Blessed One reveal God's self to Moses in this way, in a burning bush? Because Moses thought in his heart, saying, maybe the Egyptians will destroy Israel. Therefore, the Holy Blessed One revealed God's self in a thorn bush that was burning but not consumed. God said to Moses, just as the thorn bush is burning but is not consumed, so too the Egyptians will not be able to destroy Israel. Alternatively, since the Holy Blessed One was talking with Moses and he did not want to stop his task of minding the sheep, God showed him this thing so he would turn his face and notice God's presence. You find this intimated from the beginning of the verse. An angel of Adonai appeared to him, yet Moses did not go. Once he stopped doing his task and went to see, immediately God called him.
So we have two explanations here, actually. The second explanation is what Natalie said, right? We had to get Moses' attention somehow, and we even have a verse that tells us an angel of Adonai appeared to Moses and Moses didn't go, so we have to really catch his attention. And if you're wandering in the desert, what's going to catch your attention more than a bush that's actually on fire? So Natalie, you were right on the money there with the second answer in this midrash, that God needed to get Moses' attention, and so a burning bush was the best way to do that. But what's the first answer that this midrash gives? What is the first explanation? Natalie.
Where it said earlier, because Moses thought in his heart, maybe the Egyptians will destroy Israel, but God was showing that the same way that the thorn bush could not be consumed, the Egyptians would not be able to destroy Israel.
Yeah. So actually, God wanted to convey a message with this. The burning bush wasn't a random symbol, and there was a message involved. And the message was, hang in there. You might be burning. You might be burning in Egypt. Things might be really, really bad, but I'm not going to let you be destroyed. This message that it is possible for a bush to be on fire, to be burning, and to really potentially think that it's going to be destroyed, but in the end, it's not being destroyed. It's just on fire. So hang in there. In Egypt, you may feel that you are on the verge, just on the verge of being destroyed, that at any moment the fire that you are in might consume you. But hang in there. You will not be consumed. Rabbi Vogel, is that a hand?
Yeah, it's so fascinating. I hadn't thought before, much like, the question of how did Pharaoh know that the dream interpretations of Joseph were correct, right? They spoke to him. Like, he knew that the message made sense, where the other magicians, they didn't give an interpretation. So when he looked at the burning bush, it spoke to him in a sense that made sense to him. But also the idea that you said, that we think about the burning bush as being this big, amazing bush, but it was just a common nothing. Right? That's probably why it was hard for him to look at it. Right? It was just, and the things that we take for granted sometimes, and finding God's presence there. Right? The idea that you have to look carefully sometimes, maybe even a message today.
Yeah, I love that. Sometimes you have to look carefully to find God's presence somewhere. And Rabbi Vogel, what you said at the beginning there, that when you are reaching out to somebody, you have to do it in a way that's going to speak to them and it's going to be meaningful to them. And what message could have possibly been more meaningful to Moses at a time when he knows his people are aflame, but not being destroyed, hopefully, let's say, in Egypt, that what could possibly be more meaningful than seeing a bush that's holy with God's presence and that is on fire, but is not being consumed. And so that symbol spoke to Moses in a way another symbol may not have. So I love this metaphor. I love this metaphor now at a time when I think sometimes every time we read the news, it feels like our world is on fire. It feels like we're living in a burning bush. But I love this metaphor because it constantly reminds us that though we feel we may be burning, we are not going to be consumed. We are not going to be destroyed. Even when we feel that we are burning, we're going to survive, and we just have to hang in there. We'll continue now with the third Aliyah. If you're following along in the Eitz Chaim Chumash, that'll be page 726. And if you're following along in another source, you can find that at Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15.
וספרתם לכם ממחרת השבת, מיום הביאכם את עומר התנופה, 7 שבתות תמימות תהיינה, עד ממחרת השבת השביעית תספרו 50 יום. והקרבתם מנחה חדשה לאדוני ממושבותיכם, תביאו לחם תנופה, 2 שני עשרונים, סולת תהיינה, 5 תאפנה, ביכורים לאדוני. והקרבתם על הלחם 7 כבשים תמימים בני שנה, ופר בן בקר 1, ואלים 2 יהיו עולה לאדוני, ומנחתם ונזקיהם אישר ריח ניחוח לאדוני, ועשיתם שעיר עזים 1 לחטאת, ו2 כבשים בני שנה לזבח שלמים, והניף הכהן אותם על לחם הביקורים, תנופה לפני אדוני, על 2 כבשים קודש יהיו לאדוני לכהן, וקראתם בעצם היום הזה, מקרא קודש יהיה לכם, כל מלאכת עבודה לא תעשו, חוקת עולם, בכל מושבותיכם לדורותיכם, ובקוצריכם, את קציר ארצכם לא תכלה, ועד שדך בקוצרך, ולקט קצירך לא תלקט, לעני ולגר תעזוב אותם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish, which separates our regular Torah reading from the Maftir. So I will sing the Chatzi Kaddish and with your responses. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון ויומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן, יהי שמי רבם מבורך, לעלם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לאילת מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, לאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
We're going to transition now because we actually are reading from a second Torah scroll as we would in our sanctuary. That's why I'm sitting here in front of a virtual rendition of the sanctuary to give you a feeling that we are connected. Rabbi Goldstein is in his favorite place of prayer, it looks like, on the golf course. And not the golf course. But Rabbi Galko, what you're looking at before that's actually not standing up there, right, is we'll pretend we're taking out the second Torah. This is a Torah mantle that hasn't made it to the sanctuary yet from the Rabbinical Assembly in terms of my being president. On the bottom it says president. It's a reminder that if I'm away, God willing, one day, doing business of the RA, that the congregation can remember me. So it's nice to think about bringing out a Torah, even though it's just a cover. We can imagine that we have a Torah with us. We're going to continue with the second reading, Numbers, beginning verse 16. If you're in the Chumash to Eitz Chaim, you'll find it page 931. Again, Numbers chapter 28, verse 16.
ובחודש הראשון ב14 יום לחודש פסח לאדוני וב15 יום לחודש הזה חג שבעת ימים מצות יאכל ביום הראשון מקרא קודש כל מלאכת עבודה לא תעשו והקרבתם אישה עולה לאדוני פרים בן בקר שניים ואייל אחד ושבעה כבשים בני שנה תמימים יהיו לכם ומנחתם סולת בלולב השמן 13 עשרונים לפר ושני עשרונים לאייל תעשו יסרון תעשה לכבש האחד לשבעת הכבשים ושעיר חטאת אחד לכפר עליכם מלבד עולת הבוקר אשר לעולת התמיד תעשו את אלה כאלה תעשו ליום שבעת ימים לכם אישי ריח ניחוח לאדוני על עולת התמיד יעשה ונזכו וביום השביעי מקרא קודש יהיה לכם כל מלאכת עבודה לא תעשו. So we're going to continue on page 339 with Ashrei. I'll sing the even lines as it were, and Hazanstein will respond. Ashrei yoshvei veitecha od yehalelucha selah.
Ashrei am shekacha lo, Ashrei ha'am she'Adonai Elohav.
Tihila leDavid, arumimcha Elohai hamelech, v'avarcha shimcha le'olam va'ed.
B'chol yom avarcheka, v'ala shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Gadol Adonai umhulal me'od, v'ligdulato ein cheker.
Kol lo yishavach ma'asecha, u'gvurotecha yagidu.
Hadar kavodotecha v'divrei niflaotecha asicha.
Bezus nurotecha yomeru ugdulatecha asaprena.
Zecharav tuvecha yabiu v'tzidkatecha yiranenu.
Vadun barachum Adonai erech hapayim u'gadol chesed.
Tov Adonai lakol v'rachamav al kol ma'asav.
Yoduchanai kol ma'asecha v'chasidecha yevarechucha.
Ivod malchutecha yomeru ugvuratecha yedaberu.
Odi livnei adam gevurotav u'chavod hadar malchuto.
Malchutecha malchut kol olamim umemshaltecha bechol dor vador.
Zomech Adonai l'chol hanoflim v'zokef l'chol hakefufim.
Einecho elecha yisaberu v'ata noten lahem et ochlam be'ito.
פותח את ידיך ומשביע לכוחי רצון.
צדיק אדוני בכל דרכיו, וחסיד בכל מעשיו.
קרוב אני לכל קרב, לכל אשר יקראו באמת.
רצון יראיו יעשה, ואת שבתם ישמע ויושיעם.
שומר אדוני את כל אוהביו, ואת כל רשעים ישמיד.
תהילת אדוני ידבר פיו, יברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד. ואנחנו נברך יה, מעתה ועד עולם. Hallelujah. So we're going to continue with Eitz Chaim, which is on page 342. Please join with me. Eitz Chaim
We're going to transition into a moment of personal private reflection where we won't do the Amidah from Musaf aloud. You can find it in the Siddur Lev Shalem if you want, 346 for the traditional version, or 355 for a more creative one. If you have your own prayer book, you can use that as well. You want to put in the additions for Pesach. But if you are just, there you go. Rabbi Gosin's got his own Lev Shalem. And I love that wherever your sanctuary is. Mike, I like your sanctuary there too, Rottenberg, right? I love that sense of, looks like peace and a beautiful view out the window there of the Rockies or something. Find your internal, there you go. Find your internal sanctuary. Just find it now in prayer. And just, you can find East, there you go. All right, so your moment of private reflection.
עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואיתו כל יוצאי תבל, ואמרו, אמן. Hey, la 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 We continue with the Kaddish Shalem on page 203. יתגדל ויקדש שמי רבה, ויעמד ימרח חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון ובימיכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יש ברבה מבורא, לעלם לעלמיה, יתברך יתברך ויתברך יפאר ושמם יתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מכל בכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה דמרה בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. תתקבע צלותון ודהון כל בית ישראל קודם ושמיה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלום רב מן שמיה בחיים עלינו וכל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרחב הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו amen. And now we continue with Aleinu on page 205. Aleinu l'shabeach kadosh hakol naten gdula liyotzeh breshit shelo asanu goyei haratzon velo samanu gemishpachot ha'adama shelo samotenu bahem v'goraneinu ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נושא שמיים ויוצא הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים מבער ושכינת זו Elohim, Eloheinu, Emet Malkeinu, et Mesilato, Nagatu, V'Torato, V'Yadata Hayom, V'Hashimuta, Elim Amecha, את השמיים ואת הארץ, והארץ תחת אין עוד, אין עוד. כן נקבל לך הארץ. נגענו בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך כל הארץ. היום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
this moment of the Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, when we need the sense of community, even though most of you are perhaps alone at home or with someone else, whether you are in Borough Park there with Rabbi Goldstein or anywhere else, we are together as one right now. And so those of you reciting the Mourner's Kaddish, we invite you to rise at this time, and those you are remembering the Yisker, your site rather, or you're in a period of mourning, they'll turn the words of the Kaddish as we join together. Yit Gadal ve'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Ve'almad Yivrach Rutei ve'amlich Malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. V'galal v'zman kariv yimeru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach le'alam u'me'omaya. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitpa'ar, Yitromam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shemei, the Kudashah, Brichu, the Elah, Minkol, Birchata, Bishirata, Tushbechata, the Nechamata, Damiran, Be'alma, Demeru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu Be'alkol Yisrael, Demeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Romam, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu Be'alkol Yisrael, Demeru, Amen. We're going to join together in Kiddush. And so those of you, if you have not been on the video screen, you can maybe you just turn on your video so we can see your faces for Kiddush. And at the very end, Rabbi Galko, maybe you'll unmute us as well. And that way everybody can just wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. There you go, Debbie. Phil wants to come on. And those of you who are watching us through our live streaming, this is what we're going to do on the 7th day as well, right? We're going to have people come in by Zoom. And if you want to be off screen and just leave your name up there during the service, so you don't want to be seen during your davening, that's fine. And then there'll be moments, maybe we'll do another study session, Rabbi Galko, went so well today. Maybe we'll do that again, or something that can engage them as well. You can always turn off the screen, but it's nice to be able to see your faces as well. Debbie, it's really nice to see you. And Mike, it's nice to see Shmoo there. Mike, welcome, and it's nice to have you with us at Temple Aliyah on this Shabbat. So those of you, again, who are on Aliyah, if you're on the live streaming on Wednesday, I think, right, will be the 7th day. You can join us like this, those of us who are seeing each other on Zoom. Chazan Mimi, you're going to lead us, please.
I'm ready. Vayidaber Moshe Modeh Adonai El Bnei Yisrael Saveri Chaverai Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Borei Peri Hagafen. And now washing our hands. Very important right now. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al nitilat yadayim. And once again, what we've all been waiting for, matzot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'avon.
Amen.
Amen. We've unmuted everyone.
Join
us tonight. Thank you, Rabbi Vogel.